All right, Miles, we have got to talk about the Seattle Seahawks. This is a team, obviously, the trade and getting rid of Russell Wilson, the draft picks, going with Geno Smith. They've been one of the surprise teams this year. They proved everybody wrong. Pete Carroll, Geno Smith, this whole organization did one heck of a job. They're in the thick of a playoff hunt in a year. Many people didn't think they'd be in it, including me, frankly. They proved me wrong, of all things. And it looks like they're headed into a potential brutal stretch down the end of the season to potentially make a big playoff push. But they've got some good news right around the corner. And I know you've got the story there. But before I hand it over to you, Miles, we want to hear from Seattle Seahawks fans, the 12th man in the comment section below. It's going to be that time of the year. Again, it's the end of the season. That means it's award season. A lot of talk going around about offensive rookie of the year, defensive rookie of the year. And the Seahawks have won a lot of games this year on the strength of a lot of rookies on both sides of the football, a lot of guys in contention. So we want to hear from you, 12th man, in the comment section below. Give us your picks for offensive and defensive rookies of the year. You can go Seahawks. You can go another team. Don't matter at all. Let us know who you think is going to win the rookie of the year in the comment section below. But Miles, give us the latest out of Seattle.
Well, yeah, Nick, first of all, I want to give Seattle a huge round of applause. If they were able to prove you wrong, that is a big, big deal. That does not happen very often. So kudos to them. They really busted a huge barrier here and, kind of showed a lot of people up.
Well, yeah, because I think statistically I'm right 99.94% of the time, according to the experts. So that's the one time they got the one. So great on them.
Good job, Seattle. But, Nick, it's not always about us. It's not always about you. And today it is about Seattle coach Pete Carroll providing an update on safety Ryan Neal's injury. They say he's a little banged up. He sustained a shoulder injury as well as the elbow injury, which is a leading concern. They're going to treat both of them. But what Carroll says is he may miss a few days here, meaning practices, but they think he has a good chance to play this weekend. For what it's worth, this was really good news. Is my abbreviation of what Carroll said, but more or less that's exactly what he said. So I think that's really good news for the Seahawks, seeing as Neal has been playing per PFF, Nick, fourth highest graded safety in the NFL at this point in time. He has an 80.9 grade overall, 82 coverage grade. So Neal has been a pretty solid player for this Seahawk defense. So I am sure they are happy that he is not going to miss an extended period of time and that he will be able to make it back for the game this weekend, potentially, Nick.
Yeah, it's obviously a big thing having him back. I think Brady Henderson over at ESPN mentioned Bruce Irvin was also a full participant in practice by the time we recorded this video. So that's great news for them. And why that's such a big news, Seahawks fan, is because one of the things when you have a team loaded with rookies is you hit the rookie wall, right? The college football season is 12 to 14 games, depending on bowl games, championship games, playoff runs, things like that. We're obviously coming up to that point in the season. The NFL season, of course, is much longer, going 17 games. So when you have Kenneth Walker, right, he started slow this few weeks. Tariq Woolen, right, after that hot start, the turnovers have dipped a little bit. That means you have to rely a lot on veterans down the stretch, getting guys like Irvin back, getting guys like Neal back with injuries that aren't as severe as originally worried, getting them back on the field, both for their production and their leadership abilities, and frankly, for their depth as well, will be huge for a Seahawks team as they are in the middle of a brutal playoff push, Miles. They got a bunch of really tough games left, right? They have the Rams at LA. That's tough. That's a divisional game. The Panthers should be an easy win, but the Panthers are playing a lot better. They go San Francisco, one of the better teams in the NFC right now. They're playing really well. They go to Kansas City. That's brutal. And they go to then the Jets come to them. That's going to be tough. Jets are a playoff team. They finish up with the Rams, again, division game. So this is a brutal stretch of games for the Seattle Seahawks, and they need everybody on deck, especially key veterans, for them to push through this and make a way into the playoffs.
Yeah, Nick. And like you said, they started off hot. Some guys have slowed, but still, Kenneth Walker, odds favorite, -200 to win Offensive Rookie of the Year. So that's good for him.
Is he number one?
Yes, he is number one, the odds favorite. Yeah. So that's looking really, really nice. But I like what you said. The veteran presence, able to lead this team. And guys like Neal, very important. But like you said, guys like Bruce Irvin, he is like a focal point of Seattle. He's been on the team. He left for a while, but now he's back. A really strong presence like him. Guys like Lockett, those are strong leaders. And these are the guys you got to lean on when production dips a little bit. Guys that kind of like, okay, we've been here. We just got to boost our play up. We know where we're at now, but we know what we're capable of. And that's a big one. And so I think having a guy like Neal come back full strength on this defense is gonna really help, especially also Irvin. I keep forgetting to mention his name, but I can't, that's a presence guy, that's a clue guy. It must be really nice to have Irvin back. But I just think overall, Seattle, maybe a little bit of a dip, but I have a strong feeling that they're going to come back with a vengeance. I think they're going to make the push, and I think hopefully that they can make the playoffs, Nick, and they're going to show a lot of people what they are capable of. So I'm really looking forward to see what they can do down the stretch.